counter. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Reinier de Ridder.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, Khamzat Chimaev back on the proven ground, and you can hear the crowd response with everything that this man does. If he gets a takedown, a huge pop. If he lands a jab, a huge pop. A lot of people feel like in this matchup, though, Khamzat's going to be trying to take the fight to the ground and to work his submission game from there. Let's see how Khamzat approaches the early portions of this particular round. Nice connection with the punch in the clinch.
Guillotine jump.
Somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
Keep working and give me those elbows.
This is where he wants to be.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get to the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Push that knee and slide to side control.
Chimaev's back in full mount.
Big ground and pound.
Boom. Scramble. Coming out.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Good position, a better position.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. There it is, now he's on the mount. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponents will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out. Wow, he actually reversed the position, but he didn't stop there. He took a strong top position himself. Great submission defense.
Stand this up. You need to work.
Chimaev's in half guard, making all these shots count. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Working in half guard here, making these shots count.
And there you go, again, half guard. Oh, right into mount.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition. Great defense by this fighter.
Under a minute now to go in this one. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. they try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions. Beautiful transition.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten them out, just go for the finish. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
5 minutes in the books.
He's beating you on the ground right now on points. He's not hurting you too bad, but we can't allow that to happen. We got to get back up to our feet. The guard is awesome.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets the advantage, the other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so...
Oh, gonna pull guard here. Flying triangle attack.
I mean, he pulled him right down into a triangle choke. He's got the feet.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Oh, it's tight.
He's gonna choke him. There it is.
Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with. Getting them out here.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Continuing to work out of the half guard. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, side control now. Lands with the ground and pound.
Don't be a standing still.
So we have passed the midway point in the fight. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Khamzat Chimaev. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. Oh, guillotine choke would appear to be locked in. Yes, it is. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
takes his back.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Under a minute to go now in round 2. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Now he's going full mount. This is a terrible position.
Look to get your guard back now.
Nice transition.
Trying to set up a choke here. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, under the chin here. Could be the end.
Stop!
Excellent work last round. You're a wizard. Completely controlled them down there. We want to do the same thing this round, but we want to finish. So let's be aggressive.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both guys, but nothing's more beautiful than an extended grappling exchange like we just witnessed. One guy almost submitted, one guy escaping. It's one of the most exciting things you can watch in all of mixed martial arts. Nice punch lands over the top.
All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do. Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the shot.
Oh, the triangle is in, and not only does he have the...
And there's the tap. Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 39 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Reinier de Ridder!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.